Oh, there's no start? Oh, there it is. Such a long countdown.
You can probably adjust that somewhere in the settings.
No. I like it. I like it just like that.
You like it long, huh?
Yeah. Sure. All right. Welcome to TGGS Sports. Tonight, we're going to have some fun. We have a special guest with us today. He is the son of the Pat McInally, Cincinnati punter and receiver. But he's definitely not living in his shadow. He's making his own way, killing it, jumping through the ranks of offensive coordinator and then to head coach and now athletic director, and just coming off a 10-0 season. Welcome to the stage, guys. Jack McInally.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right. First and foremost, I'll get rid of this thing. Figure out how to do this here. So first, while this sweet montage is playing, go ahead, tell us about that 10-0 season.
It was a blast. Yeah, we were actually losing our league MVP quarterback, and I don't think we were expected to go 10-0. So luckily, our guys really came together. It really happened in the offseason. It was one of those situations where we lost theoretically our best player, but they realized early on we're kind of the sum of our parts. So we were a true football team this year. We had games where we would win 10-7. We had games where we were winning 33-19. So it was a great combination of defense, special teams. We won our homecoming game against our rivals on a game-winning kick. Offense, defense, special teams. It was all three facets. So it was a really great season for us. Best season in Calvary history.
Okay. So you said off season, right? That's when you recognized it, right? At what point during that off season and kind of moving into the season did you sit there and go, we got the good recipe going?
Yeah, so we actually didn't know who was going to be our quarterback. Our league MVP was our quarterback. So we went to a Fellowship of Christian Athletes camp up in Big Bear, and it was there where we kind of realized, oh my gosh, like our sophomore's a stud. So he didn't win the job till till early August, and when he won it, he earned it. And first game he had 3 touchdown passes. And then our second game against Valley Christian, who you played against, Justin, in high school, we beat them 33-19 on their CAF championship night, and it was a great win for us.
Yeah, I
So
tell you what, I bragged about that win for a while, just because they used, it used to be brethren's rival. Right?
exactly.
And so I went, like I said, I told my dad, I bragged about that one because it's like we finally, somebody from Brethren finally beat Valley.
Yeah, so it's actually funny. Brethren doesn't exist anymore, guys. Our high school that we went to doesn't exist, but Calvary actually absorbed all of the transcripts. So they're holding all of our transcripts. So if you ever needed to go to it, Justin, you'd have to come to our school. So in a way, we're alumni. So I kind of claim it a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that one. I know that's the one question that Nathan and Joel and I had is like, it's like with the school gone and the paperwork gone, did we really graduate, or is that just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
What's next year looking like?
Yeah, so our quarterback's coming back. Obviously, we had a great senior class. So I hired a new defense coordinator, new offensive line coach. Our defense coordinator got hired at a Division II football school, and but the offensive line coach that came in last year really set the tone of. He helped me create the championship standards that we came up with. So. That is continued on to this year. So we have some great pieces coming back. Our running back, middle linebacker, our outside linebacker, defensive superstar, quarterback, a couple stud receivers. It's going to be a little bit different, but I see us keeping up this great pace.
It's always
Okay.
good to hear when your people that you have recruited are moving up and moving out. Sad to see them go, but it shows the caliber of your program and what you're
Thank you.
building.
Yeah, it was it's bittersweet for sure because that defensive coordinator joined me when we were 4-6, and his first year we went 4-6, and he believed in Calvary, he believed in me, and he's an amazing special talent. But his name's Justin Nichols. I'm sure we're going to see him coaching on Saturdays someday. He's a special coach. So yeah, like you said, it was a credit to the program we built, but good for him.
That's cool. How's that feel? Seeing your coaching tree branch out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm still 31, so it's kind of weird to think that I have a coaching tree. Um, but
You're like
yeah, I
saplings, right?
mean, yeah, I mean, like you look around like the NFL and you see the Shanahan coaching tree, you see like the Belichick coaching tree and the Andy Reid tree, and yeah, maybe I can try to have a tree of my own in high school ranks.
Yeah, I tell you what, the goal is to keep up with Harry Welsh, right? Have you seen that guy's coaching tree?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, that guy's coaching tree is phenomenal. I think that you're the next guy to spread your coaches out like that all around
Thank you. I
the league.
appreciate you. Thank you. It's nice of you to say.
Um, yeah. So last question though, growing up with Pat McInally, right? I know him as coach. You know him as dad. How did that influence and kind of how did he play a role in shaping your way, or did you just kind of have that relationship? I know he was more dad than coach to you, right? What did that play as far as going from playing football to moving to offensive coordinator for Paulie, right? Was it?
Yeah,
And
Long
then
Beach Poly.
to the head coach spot.
Yeah, so my dad did an incredible job, I think. He never pushed football on me. I didn't really understand the magnitude of his success until probably fourth or fifth grade. I hear it all the time. Oh, your dad played in the NFL, and I was like, yeah, I don't watch football. I don't care about football. So it was he never pushed it on me. I decided to play in fifth grade, and I hated it. Didn't really want to play again. He made me play in sixth grade. I wanted to play in seventh and eighth grade at a different program. I initially went to Brethren for basketball. Basketball was my love. Um, I did not become 6'8". Realized early on. I remember my dad told me, he's like, "Hey, so like, what do you want to do in college?" This is probably in seventh or eighth grade, and I was like, "I want to be the quarterback of USC or like a basketball player for Duke." And he was like, "Okay, you're not 6'5" right now, so let's change those expectations." So he was very realistic with me early on because of how bright he is and how like he's literally a genius, as you guys know with the 50 on a Wonderlic test.
Yep.
So he did an amazing job of prepping me for what he supported me in what I wanted to do. So my sophomore year was kind of when he took the over as the head coach of Brethren, our high school, and the first thing he said to me was, "Hey, if I do this, I'm not going to be your coach. There has to be a separation." He went and he got an amazing assistant head coach and offensive coordinator, Ryan O'Hara, who, looking at a coaching tree, he was the quarterbacks coach of University of Florida and interim offensive coordinator last year of the Gators. So he's bouncing around now and he's going to be an up and coming coach. But my dad, he knew early on, like, I'm not going to do daddy ball. That's not going to be a thing. And whatever this offensive coordinator says, you're going to do, whether I say it or not. He's your guy. I learned football from a different perspective. I learned it from an offensive coordinator perspective. I was a pretty good chess player growing up. I won a pretty big chess tournament in fourth grade. And the same love I had there, I found on the football field. The X's and O's, like my receiver was a knight. I had my running back was a bishop. My quarterback was my queen. And I kind of was able to play. I loved that part of the game, the X's and O's. So had a very successful high school quarterback career. Kind of realized again with how my dad prepped me. Not I'm 6'3", about 225. I do not run a sub 5 second 40. I am probably not going to be a very successful college or pro quarterback. I'm not 6'7" and run a 4.4 like my dad. So I realized pretty early on that I love football. I want to do something in football. it's not going to be playing. So, yeah, my dad hired me out of high school to be the JV head coach. Their offensive coordinator resigned in May. He was kind of stuck without an OC. He was like, "Hey, do your best. Like, you're not going to be like, like, we'll just get through the season and call it quits." And we set the Orange County record for most touchdown passes in a season at 57. And the rest was history. My dad was like, "Hey, I think you should try to make this a career." And here we are 13 years later, and head coach and athletic director.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Watching you guys with Coach O'Hare and kind of build that program after going with Brethren, moving from a entirely run offense right to the kind of pass dominant, and it was good to see that switch because I think that gave life to that program,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely especially see you guys go in there and essentially destroy St. Margaret's, which was fantastic because you're the first team, and I would say 10 years ish to beat that team.
Was way longer than that. Yeah.
So it was cool to see that change and kind of to see you jump into that quarterback spot after we didn't have a quarterback for a long while.
Since Brad Hess, right?
What?
Since Brad Hess?
I wouldn't even say since Brad Hess. I'd say since Denny Warden, who was
I don't even know him.
He was 6 years ahead of me.
Oh wow.
And he was phenomenal. You can ask Coach Ken about him. He'll tell you all about Danny Warden.
Oh, I will.
It was something where it was good to see that kind of aspect to the program come back, right? And then when you guys moved to Calvary Chapel and started there, I know that my dad had a lot of good experiences coaching with y'all out there.
Yeah, I loved working with your dad.
So it was good to see that program kind of, and see from where it started. I went to one game, but to see him there, head coach killing. I know that game I went to, which was Estancia, which was super cool.
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot you were at that game. Yeah,
that was
fun one.
not last year, year before that, or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I just have to say, I'm glad that whole Duke basketball thing did not work out for you.
Oh, we got a North Carolina fan. Oh,
you know what I'm saying, man. Hopefully, we can all get along.
Yeah,
right.
I think we can. Yeah, yeah. I'm not too big on the college basketball, but yeah, get me started on the NFL and we can start arguing because I'm a Chiefs guy.
So we're gonna talk about the Chiefs tonight, brother.
Yeah, sounds good.
Real quick before we move on, though, guys, let's talk about how you got hit twice with the water. You know that, right? In this,
I did. The double water was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at this thing.
I was ready for that, and then boom, the double water. The second one was so filled. Oh, but beating your rivals on a game-winning field goal that everybody was telling me not to kick. I'll take the double water, ice water every day.
You'll take the double ice water. That's cool, man. Anyway, I appreciate you coming on. It's good to have you, right? Especially knowing you a brother and watching you kind of flourish as a coach. So I'm glad you can join this group of misfits here. So anyway, guys, this week's been interesting on the sports history because we lost one of the great coaches, and I actually thought to be honest, I thought he was dead a long time ago. And when they announced it that he just died, yeah, when they just announced it, I was like, wait, that guy was still alive? Good Lord, right? So we got Coach Lou Holtz. I know, Charles, you probably saw him when he was just starting out as coach.
I remember him in high school.
You remember?
You know what? I say this about Holtz, and well, you got to protect guys at a certain point, and I think they left him in front of the camera for way too long. They did. There was times when you could tell he had no business still being on the air. I don't know how I know there's TV contracts and everything else, but it was just painful to watch him in his last couple of years. I mean, a great football mind and a great sports mind and a great human being just really degrading before your very eyes. This was worse than watching Michael Jordan play with the Wizards.
and that was bad.
Yeah.
Was it worse than Michael Jordan celebrating his IndyCar or his NASCAR stuff.
Yeah, with
That,
Bubba
that
Wallace.
was great. You know, that's you know what, you diversify. You're successful in something else. I love it. I'm a big MJ fan. I never saw. Say all you want about LeBron. There has never been just a stone cold assassin like Michael Jordan. There just wasn't. Come game time, he delivered every single time, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. Period.
I know those plumbers and mailmen were really, really tough.
Yeah, right. Oh, he dogged out the mailman. Speaking of mailman, yeah, talk to Mailman Malone about that.
Yeah.
Of course, he dogged him out.
Yeah, he killed him on Space Jams too.
Yes, he did. Yeah, for sure.
He made the good Space Jam, you know, not that thing. What
Yes.
did LeBron do? He did what did he do?
He ruined it. I agree.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you're saying even in making movies, LeBron comes second place?
He does.
I would say only in movies LeBron comes in second place, but yeah, that's fine.
I know he's first place in crying though. That's LeBron's thing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. How many times did Jordan choke in the NBA Finals? You know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never. That's right. Never. Never. How about LeBron? Let's see. 2002 in Miami, with Cleveland. I'll count it up and we'll bring it on another show.
LeBron is the only all-time great that's going into the Hall of Fame with a sub 500 NBA Finals record.
Well,
He's got 4-10, something like that.
No one said that Kareem was the greatest for scoring the most points in history, but somehow when LeBron passed him, everyone said LeBron was the greatest. How does that work?
Because
do we want to get into Kobe or LeBron and Michael, or
because LeBron, yeah, because LeBron passed Bloody Divac in the flopping as well.
Oh,
so
God. That too. Did you ever see Michael Jordan flop? Ever?
I wasn't born when Michael Jordan was playing.
I can kind of tell that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The highlight reels you see, it is he was actually that good. And normally you got to take a whole career to make a highlight reel like that. I'm serious. I saw it every single week. And make sure you watch The Last Dance. That is not hyperbole.
Oh, I watched The Last Dance. When I argue LeBron over Michael, I never want to talk down on Michael because I think it's like 1A, 1B. I just think the way that LeBron controlled the game of basketball, the way that he is the most points ever, top 5 in assists, top 10 in rebounds. His multiple finals against Golden State are better than anything that Michael did in the finals, in my opinion. The coming back against the greatest team of all time, down 3-1, and leading both teams in scoring, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. I don't think will ever be done.
When did he play the 96 Bulls?
No, yeah, but the Golden State record was better.
You just said that he played the greatest team. So when did he play the 96 Bulls?
You can look it up. The Warriors record was better. What's it called? Also, in my opinion, if somebody like you really notice the difference when somebody leaves. So Michael Jordan leaves the Bulls. Scottie Pippen brings them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. They lose in Game 6 in a heartbreaking fashion. LeBron, no matter where he left, they were in the lottery. Same team.
But that's because Michael Jordan never left and said, "Hey, everybody else, come with me." LeBron takes everybody with him.
It was the same team in Cleveland. Kyrie, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert.
You know one thing is Michael Jordan, and this is where I'm like, this is where there's no debate. 3 things. Michael Jordan never took a day off.
Yeah,
he took 2 years off.
No load management.
There's no load management.
Took 2 years
there's
off.
82. There's 82 games to play. If I'm not hurt, I'm playing 82 games.
Right.
He took 164 off.
That's
when he retired.
When he was hurt.
When he retired.
When he went to baseball and had a failed baseball career.
And the other thing is
okay. So 0 for 1.
LeBron. Oh yeah, LeBron. Everywhere he went with Dwayne Wade, right, and Chris Bosh. He's always teaming up. You never heard Michael Jordan say, Hey, Charles Barkley, come play with me. Patrick Ewing, come play with me.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis
Dennis Rodman was just a rebounder. We needed a rebounder. He's a positional player. He wasn't a superstar. He was just a rebounder. And a defensive player. That's all it was. He's an asset. He was an asset to a team.
What was his record without Scottie Pippen?
Michael Jordan?
In the playoffs. Yeah, how many titles did he win without Scottie Pippen?
How many titles did Scottie Pippen win without him?
I agree. They're Batman and Robin.
So here's where people get confused. Scottie Pippen came after Michael Jordan. Look at who was on Michael Jordan's team before Scottie Pippen, before Horace Grant. Artis Gilmore when he was like 85 years old.
Yeah.
George Gervin when he was 2 weeks away from Social Security. So who did Michael Jordan have on his team?
Yeah,
he had nobody.
Yeah, no, I remember. I was like 12 years old when LeBron took Boobie Gibson and Anderson Varejao to the final.
I don't know if you know this. But I'm a Chicago fan for everything. I know the history in and out. Michael Jordan was just Michael Jordan. And actually, Michael Jordan was the one that said, I wanted Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen was drafted by Seattle first. And Michael Jordan was the one that said he wanted Scottie Pippen. And then the Bulls traded for Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Well, Scottie Pippen was a talent, I'll say this, but Scottie Pippen did nothing without Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen, honestly, he did not understand. He was kind of that generation's Kyrie Irving. He didn't understand what it was to really be a leader. And whenever it was on him, he couldn't deliver. Even that game where Jordan had the flu, Jordan outplayed Pippen.
Yeah.
In that game.
And another thing is
out of the game because the final shot wasn't going through him.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
When Jordan was retired, he wouldn't go on as a decoy. He just sat down and was like, okay, you guys go out there and lose the game by yourself.
And the other thing was when Michael Jordan retired that first year because of the death of his father, the team was already set. Now, when Horace Grant left the following year, before Michael Jordan came back, where were the Bulls at that point? Yeah. They weren't even about to make the playoffs until who returned and who took them to the playoffs? Yeah. It was Michael Jordan. A lot of people forget that number 45. That's what the thing is. They lost to Orlando Magic, and that's when he took his number off the rafters. He says, "I'm putting back number 23 because 45 ain't cutting it."
No, well, here's what happened. I remember that in that series against Orlando. Jordan, I could see he went for that extra gear that he had in the fourth quarter. It wasn't there. You could tell the time off. There was a little bit of rust there, but after that, back to being a stone cold assassin. 3 straight rings. I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm not. I never have been. But you gotta give credit where it's due, man. Jordan was just it.
And Penny Hardaway was with the Magic back then.
Yeah, and Shaq.
Penny Hardaway was the one that told him was the one that told him that's not Michael Jordan. And he said that's when he switched back to number 23. He came back the next season. What happened when they faced Orlando?
Yep.
Yeah.
They swept them. So Michael Jordan is the greatest because Michael Jordan didn't really have a superstar. He had players that served a purpose on a team. He was the one star on that team. He had great players because Scottie Pippen is a great player. Scottie Pippen
is not a top 30 player of all time.
Scottie Pippen is one of my favorite players of all time. Scottie Pippen was my favorite player on that team. But Scottie Pippen would not be able to do it alone without Michael Jordan.
Pippen went to Portland. He was basically a miserable failure. He went to the Rockets. He was a miserable failure.
Did he not
win a title with the Rockets with Hakeem?
He wasn't on there.
No, he came after. He came after.
Yeah.
Same thing with Barkley. Barkley went to Houston and tried to win a title. It was already done. Drexler was the one that won a title with Hakeem in his second year.
Oh, Glide the Glide.
Well, he was the one that won a title in his last year. But
we've gone down a basketball rabbit hole here. But I'll give
Junior. Wait, I'm about to segue.
He saw LeBron play.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! The good news is that none of them crashed as hard as Kobe, right?
Oh, wow. That was horrible.
Perfect segue, right? Anyway,
That was horrible.
Oh man.
so anyway, here we go. Right, guys, there are some moves being made around the league, and one of those happens to be with the failed Super Bowl contenders this past year, who decided to get rid of their dinosaur on the team and ship him out to somewhere else while talking to the AJ Brown. What do you think about that?
Dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur? He's more like cutting out a, I don't know, a cancerous mole or something.
No,
right?
He's a dinosaur. He's old. He couldn't do nothing.
Yeah. I like AJ Brown though. AJ Brown was about to go at it with Sirianni on the sideline during this past playoff, and I saw it. And Sirianni wasn't backing down either. Sirianni, you can say what you want about a coach, but that's a tough dude. And I think had they cleared away, they would have gone at it right there. I know they would have. Sirianni's nuts. I can tell.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see him actually try to fight somebody without a security guard.
I'd like to see him and Dan Campbell in a steel cage match. You know, I'd pay money to see that.
I'd take him, man. I'd like to see him and Andy Reid in a steel cage. Come on, man.
I do like the move or the potential move of AJ Brown to the Patriots, but my bigger question is, what are you doing to protect your young quarterback?
Yeah.
He got sacked what, like 50 times this year? He got sacked like 25 times in the playoffs. What are you doing to protect that kid to be able to get the ball to an AJ Brown? You have to address the line.
I think they relied on the again, like I've talked about, that the rollout pass of that 5-yard out to that tight end. I think they relied on it so much that they're kind of planning him use his legs this year and to try to scramble to get that pass off.
Well, there's two things though when a quarterback has taken a lot of sacks. There's one is the O-line play, and the other is the awareness of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Also, to know when he needs to get rid of the ball. We can have coach speak to that one.
Yeah, I think Drake May was just a little early. You know, I don't think the playoff situation kind of worked out for him. I mean, they played the Broncos without their quarterback in a blizzard. They played the Texans, and C.J. Stroud looked lost. And then they played the Chargers, right? And that was just a terrible game. So I think Drake May was ahead of schedule, and it kind of caught up to him in the Super Bowl playing against the Seahawks. But yeah, like you said, it reminded me a little bit of the Joe Burrow run, where it was kind of in their second year. Joe Burrow was looking like he could be an MVP candidate that year, and had some good receivers. I think their run game was better than the Bengals' run game that season, but they fell short in the Super Bowl because of protection. I mean, I remember clearly Aaron Donald spinning off 3 dudes and getting to Joe Burrow on that 4th down.
Jamar Chase had Jalen Ramsey on the ground. He was running in the clear. That was
the T. Higgins one where he slapped him.
No, with on that final play when Burrow got sacked. Jamar Chase had Jalen Ramsey on the ground. He would have fielded that ball like a center fielder waiting for a fly ball to come down and just strolled into the end zone. But Donald got there. Aaron Donald, incredible.
Yeah, the Rams. Chaplain as a friend of mine, Mr. Nickerson, and he's come and spoke to Calvary a couple times. Amazing man, and he had a huge influence on Aaron Donald's life. But yeah, Aaron Donald. My dad, who played against Lawrence Taylor, he thinks Aaron Donald's the greatest defense player of all time.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that. And speaking of the Rams, look at how they've loaded up. Oh, they got Trent McDuffie to shore up that defensive backfield for him. And also, we were talking before the show, and I think what's going to happen, the Rams are a good spot. I'm looking at Tyreek Hill sitting out, rehabbing fully, and down the stretch with maybe 6, 7, 8 games to play, he's going to sign with a contender. I would like to see him. I'm not a Rams fan, but just for the love of football and what they should do, I think he'd be a good fit there, not having to really carry the mail, being a good option, stretch the field when they need it, and he can get in there with Puka Nacua and the other guys and just kind of do his Tyreek Hill thing without a lot of pressure.
I think it would kind of freeze up some defenses, right? You saw this year that they just kind of went to Puka Nacua because they knew that's kind of all the Rams really had, and that was kind of all Stafford had to work with. But I think that with the addition of Hill. But I also think that Hill's not really going to come back as strong as he was. Right, we saw that with Odell Beckham Jr., who kind of was just that
OBJ was never a speed guy,
fourth option on that check down.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what the role is that Tyreek Hill is going to play, because he's definitely not going to be able to cut around the field as fast as he was. He won't be as fast, especially the injury that he had. Man, that ACL just blew up.
Oh yeah,
Gone.
I think he needed a complete knee reconstruction.
And he's on the wrong side of 30 too.
Yeah.
So you got to ask
I'm
yourself.
on the wrong side of 60.
I just don't know if it's a personnel fit for the Rams. Like they run a lot of 13 personnel with.
We
a lot
were
of
talking about that too.
Yeah. So like I could see them like needing, like if they went to more like 11 personnel, it would make amazing sense with Puka and Devontae Adams. But I think Tyreek kind of needs to go somewhere where it's a veteran quarterback where he's not going to be able to kind of throw the quarterback under the bus like he did with Tua. That's a
Wait
pretty
a minute,
big
hold
personality.
it. Nobody threw Tua under the bus. Tua
threw himself, right, but there's
garbage.
ways to handle things, and not like I wouldn't say that he handled those situations well.
I'm a Dolphins fan, so I go all the way back to 1972 with the Dolphins, so we can talk Dolphins football.
He's still living off their perfect season, just so you know.
Got it.
But that's what I was saying earlier about the Rams with the 13 offense. They run it a lot, and unless Tyreek would take like a back seat to like a Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and be like a third or fourth option, I wouldn't see him fit. Now I could see him with the Broncos though, or because that would be a good fit, I think, with the Broncos, because they need somebody on the outside other than what's a Sutton? They need somebody else on the outside with him, so I think he's going to be able to do a lot of the dashes and cuts in the middle, but I still he could beat somebody on the outside. And I think it would be dangerous for the Broncos to pick him up and have him on the outside.
But is he going to be a deep route receiver? Probably not.
We'll see. It's about how well he heals.
I would argue that the most Hill has to offer is essentially what McCaffrey has to offer with the Niners, just kind of that dump off route. That's all. That's all they kind of got.
He can still be on quick outs. On quick outs, he can still beat somebody. He's pretty. I don't think he's gonna lose all that speed. I mean, he's still pretty fast.
You get knee replaced like that though. Come on now.
No, I'll tell you what though. Here's another thing. If we go back to the Rams though, the other part is we got to remember Puka is just starting out, but Devontae Adams is kind of in the twilight. So, how much does he truly have left in the tank to get through a full season? Might he not need to be spelled by Tyreek? Someone like Tyreek here and there. Can you get a full 17-game season out of Devontae Adams?
I'm gonna hold to it. I think that Adams has a lot to give still. I think that
I agree.
He was moved.
He's a big threat in the end zone too.
Oh, I know.
Because he's got a lot. I think he can still go for that 18 game season.
Yeah, he's never been one of those like deep threat speed beats him. He wins at the line of scrimmage and he wins with his route running.
Yeah.
So I think he can play for a long time.
Yeah, I still remember when he started to show himself on the Packers. It was phenomenal. And like I say, he's coming out of a Fresno State guy, which is even more phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
The fact that he comes from a small D1 school that really, is kind of he really put them on the map, right? People started looking at Fresno State because of Devontae Adams, and so
I thought Bernard Berrien put him on the map.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pat Hill put him on the map, to be honest with you. But
Trent Dilfer put him on the map.
Pat Hill was the guy, and by the way, he's a Harry Welsh coaching tree. Yeah, he came off of Harry Welsh's tree there. So, again, though, I think that Devontae Adams has a lot to give. I think that we'll see him as a big threat all across the field.
And another old guy that is kind of free agent. What about Evans?
Oh, my God.
That's right, Mike Evans. Yeah,
Mike Evans is a free agent. I thought he was going to Buffalo until Buffalo decided that they wanted DJ Moore, but I was for sure that Evans was going to be going to Buffalo.
I tell you what, with Mike Evans, man, if we can fire LaFleur and
here we go.
Love, I think that for real we can.
That was a segue to fire LaFleur. Raise the bar, fire LaFleur.
Fire LaFleur. I'm still on this one. I'm not going to stop until LaFleur gets fired and Love gets traded. That's it.
Whoa, so you're anti-LaFleur, anti-Love.
Yeah, LaFleur has done
who's
all
anti-Love
for us. And Jordan Love, man, he's like Shaq at the free throw line with his throws. Come on now.
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
I like Jordan Love.
Brother, he's the 2 foot kind of alley-oop quarterback. I was relieved when Malik Willis got up there and started throwing the ball like a quarterback should.
I'll be relieved when Malik Willis is playing in Miami.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Well,
You
Jack,
don't think Quinn Ewers is the guy?
What?
You don't believe in Quinn Ewers?
Ewers, I'll take
do.
Ewers, man. Hook 'em horns, brother. Come on now.
I'd like to see Malik there and keep Ewers on that rookie deal and see what pans out over the next 2 or 3 seasons.
But how can you see how it pans out if Malik Willis is there?
Well, here's the trick, guys, is that as Malik Willis still has that back shoulder injury, right?
Yeah.
So will he come off that injury and finish the season? I think Ewers will be used more than we think.
Yeah. Be a good problem.
What about Murray?
Ewers is ready to get thrown into the fire.
What about Kyler Murray going to Miami?
Oh, please, man, that dude.
Listen, you're trading Tua for Murray. That's like the same thing.
Murray's a free agent. They already told him they're cutting him loose.
And he gets
paid.
Mr.
E, I don't know how tall you are, but you're at least a foot taller than Kyler Murray. That's the real problem.
No, I love the Kyler Murray thing. I think he's going to surprise people this year. He's not going to get paid.
Too.
The Cardinals are paying his whole contract, and if he gets paid the vet minimum because it's deferred, he gets $56 million no matter what. They can give if he goes to Minnesota, Miami, and they give him the vet minimum, that's all they'll have to pay him, and the rest is going to the Cardinals. So I think, you could take.
I don't see him. I don't see him as a good fit with Minnesota, but I do see him as a good fit with Miami.
Agreed.
And I see him as a good fit with the Saints too.
Well, you're not a Chuckster guy.
The question is what does Murray have to offer?
$56 million a year to play video games. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Again, what does Murray have to offer though? That's kind of I'm trying to figure out where Murray fits in. He hasn't really gotten better, right?
I know where he fits in the overhead bin on an airplane.
Well, I mean, it's a different a change scenario could help him. That's one. 2, he's only 28. He's a young kid still. And you've seen in his first 3-4 years, you've seen what he can do. Because
he can only make plays when he rolls out because he can't see over the line.
Yeah, he can't see over the line.
That's why I don't think he's
roll
a
out
good fit
to
in
make any
Minnesota.
plays. He only makes his plays off the
Either way, he had 2-3 seasons in a row where he had 20 plus touchdowns with less than 15 interceptions. And he can run the ball because he's a mobile quarterback. So I think he's a good fit in Miami.
Yeah, we still have the fact
with the team in the back.
Yeah, but he still doesn't watch game film, right? What if your quarterback said, Jack? What if your quarterback said, "Hey, man, I don't
again, maybe a different coaching staff, maybe a different team or different teammates. Maybe he gets inspired. Maybe you have a guy like a veteran that would kind of like entice him. Let's watch some video together. Let's watch some footage together. And he gets us out of the game. He knows he's playing with free money right now. He can go play baseball. The A's still own his rights to baseball if he wants to go play baseball.
He deserves that to play for the A's.
Yeah, you should definitely go do that one.
That's
man. So speaking of quarterbacks, right? We still have Aaron Rodgers undecided. What do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's still got what it takes?
I think that the more he thinks about it, Did he go into that whatever that dark tunnel is that he goes into?
Did he go to his ayahuasca trip? Not yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think. You know what? It's like this. If I decided to do that, like he did a few seasons ago, and I emerge and say I want to play for the Jets, I should realize that that thing doesn't work. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. No.
I think his career is going to end with Days of Our Lives because it's running as with the same length, 45 years.
Well, it's
I
like
think
SNL. It's like SNL. Someone saying, "For the love of God, somebody just cancel this show."
Yeah.
It was really good at one point.
I thought Aaron Rodgers was a diva of a quarterback, but I mean, Brett Favre, but Aaron Rodgers takes the cake. It's like,
well, I heard they're still trying to find Brett Favre. He might be in his tractor somewhere.
He's in the swamps in Mississippi.
I like Aaron Rodgers on Minnesota.
He's down there noodling somewhere.
Well, but then you got to think: is he going to follow the footsteps of Brett Favre?
I mean, he already did to the Jets, and teasing everything with the backers. You might as well go full send and just do it. But like the offense would fit him perfectly. I love.
Kirk Cousins is going to wind up back in Minnesota. Watch.
Yeah, that would be a good fit too.
I mean, do you think though if Rodgers went to Minnesota, do you think he could finally get the ball to Justin Jefferson?
I don't think he could do any worse than JJ McCarthy.
That's true. You're right.
I think McCarthy doesn't have a body that can hold up the football. Honestly,
yeah.
Like I said before, it's Colt McCoy, it's Marcus Mariota, it's Nick Foles, it's that whole thing where the will is there, but the body cannot take the pounding of professional football. I think that's what the problem is. It's not about whether or not he loves the game or processes the game or whatever. He cannot stay healthy. And you look at all the various different injuries. It's like first it's an ankle, it's an arm, it's a shoulder, it's this, it's that. And I think that's going to be, even Marcus Mariota, we look at this season, he got a chance to start. He played 2 games and then he was out for the season.
Do you think he was
his body is grown man strength now?
Can we think about how sad this is when Phillip Rivers held up better than most of these quarterbacks coming in? Come on now. Phillip Rivers held up better than most of these quarterbacks.
Phillip Rivers to Minnesota. There you go.
I would see him doing well. We can see that. Shoot, man. Joe Flacco to Minnesota.
Joe Flacco.
Come on now.
Well, it just shows either you have a body that can, let's forget about how you play, but either your body can take the pounding of pro football or it can't. That's one of the things. And I've seen it every different players at different positions.
Yeah, but like we talked about so many times, I think this group of quarterbacks has been probably the worst. This group of players in general, as far as getting hurt.
Well,
yeah.
There's things I have all kinds of theories on that, but I just think over conditioning muscles can be made stronger than the tendons and ligaments were really made to bear. And I think that puts stress on body parts, and the parts of bodies are like snapping at the resistance points.
Couldn't agree
more.
Like
a fuse. That's what it is. Those were all your joints. It's held together by something that's going to snap before the muscle does. You can't over-condition tendons and ligaments. You can over-condition muscles.
Yeah,
that's what's happening, I think. Okay.
Couldn't agree more.
I wanted to do a study on that. I put all y'all on my staff.
Well, listen, we can knock that one out right now. Let's go. Let's start the study. Rock and roll. Where do we start?
Let's start with Coach. He's going to be my chief advisor, so that gets in that extra $55,000 a year.
Oh, I'm in.
There you go, man.
Yeah, that's on top of your normal.
Shoot.
All right. So here we go, right? We've talked about the Rams making moves. The question is, on the other side of that deal, right? And I hear we have a Chiefs fan here with us today who is maybe part of the Chiefs kingdom. What are the Chiefs going to do with those 4 draft picks? Are they going to pick somebody, as far as the line goes? Are they going to get a quarterback to start investing? Are we looking at different tight ends because Travis Kelce cries too much? Where are we at with this one?
I think I have to predate this. When I changed schools in 4th grade, my dad was like, "Here's Madden, stop crying," and I that year was Priest Holmes was the starting running back. I fell in love with Priest Holmes, And so I've been a Chiefs fan ever since 2004, 2005. So I have to say that before I everybody calls me bandwagoner.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think the offensive line is kind of overplayed too much. They just invested a first rounder in Simmons from Ohio State. They just let go of Juwan Taylor. I think that they're fine on the offensive line. They have six guys they feel confident in. I could see definitely defensive line. Um, I see defensive line or Jeremiah Love, or like Carnell Tate, Lemon, Malachi, or whatever his name is, Lemon. I think that's where they're going. I don't think they're worried too much about the offensive line, but I would say Jeremiah Love first. One of those great pass rushers, the guy from Texas Tech, Miami, if any of them fall. I think somebody that they're not really talking about is Caleb Downs. I know they just came out with that knee injury thing, but if he slides at the end of the first round and the Chiefs could get him because of his degenerate knee, and they get 5-6 years out of an amazing Caleb Downs who could be the best defensive player in the draft, I think that would be amazing. But if that tight end from Oregon, Sadiq, can drop to 29, whew, I think that would be the pick too. But I think they'll go. I could see them taking defensive line in the first pick, and then the second first round pick going that running back from Arkansas who just ran a 4.3 whatever, or Sadiq from Oregon if he falls.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good pick. I know there's a lot of good edge rushers
Yeah.
coming in this draft this year, and I know we got a few linebackers there. The question is, though, investing in Patrick Mahomes, right? He just has that torn ACL. He really hasn't been playing this season the caliber that he usually plays in. Do we invest in him again? Do we start to get someone that we can kind of grow with Patrick Mahomes to start to replace him? And where is that dynamic? Because I got to be honest, I am not very trusting of Patrick Mahomes to even finish the season if he's healthy enough to come back.
Yeah, so I am of the sense that Patrick Mahomes is the second greatest player of all quarterback of all time. So
Who's the
I'm probably
first?
the
Right? Who's
wrong
the first
guy
though? Who's the
to say
first?
that. Oh, Tom Brady. It's not a discussion. Um, so I go Tom Brady. I mean, and it's early. You can go Peyton Manning. I
No,
think
you
he's already
can't.
past
No, no. Peyton Manning
Montana.
was a choker. He was a choker.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he won 2 titles, 4 MVPs.
Yeah, he's the first quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl in a postseason where he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. For all the greatness of he and Marvin Harrison, they had 2 postseason touchdowns in Marvin
Yeah.
Harrison's whole career. Only 2. He
I
went to
think
New York City.
I think that Mahomes has already surpassed Peyton Manning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I also think that I understand. I get the pushback. I think Mahomes is special. I do not think they're thinking anytime soon. I kind of think that the ACL tear is. I think it's a little bit overblown. I think he's going to be back earlier than week 1. I think he'll make it halfway through training camp. I am not worried about him. If you look at the statistics of with Matt Nagy compared to with Eric Bieniemy, they are night and day difference. Those are the offensive coordinators for the Chiefs.
Right.
He's
Eric is
just
back
getting
now,
off.
isn't he?
Huh?
Eric is back now, right?
Eric is back
Yeah.
and Matt Nagy's gone. So
Yeah.
I am fully confident that Mahomes is going to get back to greatness. I think Mike Evans would be an amazing fit for Mahomes.
Would
Big
be. Oh, that
body.
would be right there.
I would love Mike Evans. So, yeah, I think the defense I think the trade yet is it yesterday or today with McDuffie. I think it was one of those rare win-wins. The Chiefs overpaid George Karlaftis last year. They went early on it, and I think they kind of have some buyer's remorse. They knew they weren't going to make the same mistake with McDuffie. McDuffie's a better player right now than whoever they draft will be. But when you're paying the highest quarterback, highest center, the highest defensive lineman, one of the top 5 highest paid guards, like you got to make sacrifices. So I love the haul they got back. I think the Rams made a great call. I think the Rams set themselves up for a Super Bowl win this year, but I think the Chiefs set themselves up for a next trying to rebuild that dynasty. So I'm happy with the trade. Sorry to see McDuffie go. He's an LA guy. So It's gonna. I think it was a rare win-win. See, I think Chicago clearly beat Buffalo in the trade. I don't know where you guys are at on the DJ Moore stuff, but getting a second round pick for a fifth and DJ Moore without paying his contract, whew, I think that they fleeced him.
Maybe they have maybe they're trying to free up cap space for something. What do we think about that, huh?
Oh, I think. Oh,
something,
yeah.
something,
You're talking
something
about Max
max.
Crosby?
Something a max contract? A max
Yeah.
contract?
Max contract, yes.
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 So they could lose or what? So the Bears could lose.
But here we go. Green Bay, get the cheese in there.
Yeah, salty cheese, man. It's salty cheese.
Going back to McDuffie. Casey has never really historically paid their corners, their secondary. They usually focus on their line on both sides of the line.
Bingo.
And about Mahomes, the beauty about Mahomes, and I say he's already surpassed Manning. Mahomes can run, and I know, torn ACL, whatever. Even if it was worse, he can still play pocket.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-in-1. You have a 2-in-1 quarterback right there. He can run the ball, and if he can't run the ball because of an injury, he's still a great pocket quarterback. So you still have, and I like that. I didn't even think about that. Having Mike Evans, pairing them up with, that would be a dream for. That would be.
Hey, Mike Evans got Johnny Manziel, the Heisman. He can get Patrick Mahomes the Super Bowl ring.
Hey, how'd that work out for Johnny Manziel, though?
Oh,
I love Patrick Mahomes, by the way. And by the way, trivia, little fun fact: I actually interviewed his dad back in the day when I was doing sports.
No way.
When his dad was pitching for the Mets. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I interviewed the Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Senior. Okay, so the question is now, do we keep Travis Kelce? Do we invest in a new tight end? One that doesn't cry?
Bring him back for Swan Song. Pick up Mike Evans, Travis Kelce, and one final ride.
His season was he played really well last year. He didn't have the speed, but if you look at his numbers, they were way better than it was 2 years ago. So yeah, I think you bring him back. Patrick obviously loves him, but you're gonna get a whole new influx of new talent, young talent.
Yeah.
As much as everybody hates Travis in the media, I think he's an amazing leader. So I think he'd be great.
Well, man, you go on the.
Nobody hates Travis. They just get tired of the camera focusing on Taylor Swift up in the stand. That's all. And unfortunately, Travis is the one who has to bear the brunt of it.
Yes,
being called Mr. Swift and all that kind of stuff.
But listen, he had an example. He could have looked at Tony Romo and said, "No, I don't want that." Okay. So I don't know why you signed yourself up for that one.
Oranges.
Oh man. I do like Pacheco though.
I can't stand
that guy. He's like the Energizer Bunny. Man, that guy keeps going and going and going, never quits.
Isn't that the guy who drops the ball?
No, he's a running back. I can't.
No. Who am I thinking of?
Tony, Kadarius Tony.
Yes, exactly.
I think he got picked up by Al Qaeda. That guy's a terrorist. Yeah. Gosh dang it, I can't stand that guy.
Yeah. He drops the ball for no reason. Just no reason. He drops the ball. I could catch those.
Yes.
And I'm a hockey player, so that's how bad that is.
Yeah. All right, now next on, right, we have Kenneth Walker the third.
MVP.
No home yet. Where is he going, and why hasn't he been signed?
You know what? This makes me realize something about the Seahawks. Even if they had given Marshawn Lynch the ball at the goal line and he had become Super Bowl MVP, they still might have let him walk.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's just.
That's what
I thought. They didn't give him the ball because they didn't want to negotiate with him, but it turns out they'll just let him go anyways.
Well, I think the Seahawks are just playing their cards. One, they have Charbonnet, which is he was already the guy, the guy of the future, younger running back, and I think they're just letting Walker go out, see what you can get, see what's out there for you. And they're going to try to either match or try to give him something thinking that, you want to stay with Seattle, you want to come back and win. We can try to match what your offer is, or you can just go to a new team and see if it's something that they can work with. I don't think they're going to just let him walk.
Yeah.
Listen, after the way he played in that Super Bowl, man, Charbonnet, I think, would have been the guy you put on the sideline next season, and you keep Walker. You do whatever you can to keep Walker on that team.
Yeah, couldn't agree
Remember,
more.
you got to get through the regular season. So they got through with a two-headed hammer there with Charbonnet and Walker.
They did.
Got to get through those 17 games before you get to the most important 2 or 3 games there.
And remember, Walker was the one that they got him into the red zone, but Charbonnet was the one that was punching him in.
Right.
Yeah, but where was he in the Super Bowl? Come on now. You got to finish the season.
Well, he got hurt. And they had not beaten the Rams and not for Charbonnet, who picked up, remember that side ball that they thought, was it a forward pass? Was it a backward pass? And he picked it up in the end zone, and then they ended up beating the Rams.
Yeah.
That was Charbonnet who picked up the ball.
That was a crazy play.
I agree, but you still got to finish the season. Come on now. You can't get hurt right at the big game.
I'm not a Charbonnet guy. I think Kenneth Walker's.
Well, I prefer Kenneth Walker. He's got more talent. He can catch the ball. He can run, and I love his vision. But your batting ram is Charbonnet. He's a guy. He's your big back. So
Kenneth Walker got that head coach for Michigan State $80 million.
Say that again.
The Kenneth Walker got their head coach $80 million.
Yeah,
the guy who got fired 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? What I don't understand is they have to have the cap space to sign Walker, because what are they paying Sam Darnold?
35, I think.
Right.
35.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And the quarterback market's up over 50 now. And they got a starting quarterback, so they got to have the money. And the cap, they got the cap went up this year in the offseason. Each team got an additional $10 million to spend.
I think they have a lot in the defensive line with Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, they do have a lot in line, and they have these younger guys, their corners. You remember, they want to keep their defense intact, so they're going to have to invest on those guys. So they're trying to maintain cap, see what we can do. That's
JSN's going to be expensive.
We'll see what you can get, Walker, and if we can match it, if it's something that fits into our budget, looking forward, because they're trying to build a dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you can't build it without a run game. That's what it comes down to, you know.
That is true. Can't build without a running game. You got to keep that Kenneth Walker on that team. Come on now.
I understand, but you know what? If Kenneth Walker walks, Rico Dowdle is a free agent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Again, I think that's somewhere that I think the Packers should be looking at this, by the way, because they do need a running back. So I'm just saying, if LaFleur gets fired, we could pick up Kenneth Walker.
If they let Kenneth Walker walk, then maybe they should call up Baltimore and see if they can pick up Derrick Henry's contract. You know,
why, so he can fumble the ball more than so he can fumble the ball. Come on now.
But if Walker does sign elsewhere, where would be the greatest fit for him?
The Packers, easy.
Chiefs. Yeah, I think everybody wants him.
Huh?
Oh, Chicago.
It would be a nice fit in Chicago, but we already have Swift and we have Monangai. Monangai is going to be a beast.
I love Monangai.
Is he? The question is, are they all going to start painting their fingernails or what? We just gonna...
That's okay. They can paint their fingernails. They can have pedicure together. As long as they keep on winning, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I actually love Chicago now. I almost jumped on the bandwagon. But I want to be a fan of the Chicago. I love Caleb Williams and everything they're building over there. Their offense coordinator or their head coach Ben Johnson. I mean, that's somebody I look up to as a leader and as a coach. Man, I love
don't shake hands like that guy. Okay.
2 more seasons, and Williams is going to be it.
What?
That dude, he still has he misses plays here and there, but the talent is there. I think the way he can. Oh my God! 2 more seasons, he's going to be it.
Oh yeah, I agree. Couldn't agree more.
And already, did you see how they took his silhouette in one of his touchdown passes against the Packers, where his silhouette was like the new Michael Jordan silhouette?
I saw that. That was so tough.
Move over, Michael. We got a new kid in town. That kid he's bringing it.
And he's got a cheese grater on his head too, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God! Listen, this is why Jordan Love played that game. We lost. If we had Malik Willis in there, we would have won. Right? We should have won. We should have won the first time if Dobbs would just have let that ball go out of bounds. All he had to do is watch it go out of bounds, and instead
No, it was LaFleur.
watch it go out of bounds.
LaFleur didn't know how to adjust. They were coming back, and he was like, you know what?
When the clock struck 0, all Dobbs had to do was let that ball go out of bounds, and that way, guess what? It would have been Packers ball without even trying to get it. We didn't even need to hit the hands team at that point. And
hey, Jack, you got to remember, Justin identifies as a 70-year-old crusty guy sitting on his couch watching football with his Packers, you know?
That's so funny.
I tell you, Bart Starr, here's what he would have done.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have done any of that.
Yeah, Bart Starr and Paul Hornigan, come on now. There's
No.
that Lambo sweep right there. That's what we should have done all game long.
Oh my
Done
god.
whatever it takes to not get
Steal
the
here
ball.
and a steal here, and you run this play here in the alley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen. The Packers should bring back Brett Favre, Amon Green, William Henderson, Donald Driver. Come on,
And
now.
get rid of LaFleur.
Sam Shields.
Yeah,
Mark
Sam
Chimura and
Shields,
his babysitter?
Shields. What?
Mark
James
Chimura and
Starks.
his babysitter? Yeah.
Yep, Al Harris. Bring back Al Harris. Get him off the
Al Harris.
Cowboys sideline. Come on now.
Do you claim Charles Woodson?
Charles Woodson? We'll bring him back too.
He's a
AJ
Raider,
Hawk.
man.
That guy's a menace. We'll bring him back. Come on now. Hey, Matthews.
You gonna dig up some graves too?
Yeah, brother. I'll bring. I will resurrect Reggie
You
White.
bring up Reggie?
Yeah.
You bring up Reggie back too?
Hey, Sterling Sharp got into the Hall of Fame finally. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
We'll
for
bring
him.
back Ray Nitschke. Come on now. Let's get him. Get him.
Jerry Kramer.
Yeah. All right, guys. Here we go, though. We need to talk about. Well, you know what? I'll just let this play and see what.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much. And I say, no, no, no. You're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got Color Buck. It's a Chuck. You got the Hughes brothers. Come on now.
The last time that happened, I was in tech school, U.S. Air Force. We were all watching it in the day room. Shepherd Air Force Base.
Wow.
That was my
That guy
freshman year in high school.
That was your first year in high school?
Freshman year.
Listen, guys, let's talk about this game, right? This game was phenomenal because this was a game that, again, just like the 1980 Olympics, 9 times out of 10, America probably wouldn't have won that game. But this was that 10th time. This is where they decided that they were going to pick up the slack that they kind of showed a couple games before that. And they really went at it, right? And I know that Canada did all they could to lose the game. But we came out with that overtime goal, the backside by Jack Hughes, which was beautiful. Man, that was one of those moments where overtime started, Charles. I was like you. It was kind of like, oh, great, we're going into overtime. This happened at the Four Nations Cup, right? We went to overtime and lost right off the bat like that. And so it was good to see how quick, one, we ended Canada's run at the gold medal, and two, how beautiful that goal was by Jack Hughes.
Yeah. Fantastic. Like I said, I thought overtime, as soon as they put out McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr, I was like, well, you know what? Those 3 guys on all that open ice, it's over. It's over. You know? And, wow. 1 turnover, puck goes back the other way, and I'm jumping around the living room like crazy. Both the cats ran outside. They didn't know what was going on.
That's just it, man. It was like
Yeah.
they came out and again, right? You had McKinnon, right? And you know, he said all this thing like, "Oh, we're the better team on paper. we're this or that, but it's like at the end of the day, McKinnon missed the layup. He missed
did.
the layup that all he had to do was turn his hips, move that puck slightly over, and just throw it in the goal, and he would have got Hellebuck, essentially the backside of the net right there. And what happened? He'd missed.
Sorry, that 5-on-3 power play though was pathetic. That Canada had 5-on-3 power play for almost a full 2 minutes. They only got 2 shots on goal. That was just horrible. And I think at that point, the hockey gods turned against them. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Then after that, you have the McKinnon affair, and then you have overtime, and next thing you know, they're raising the American flag higher than the other flags.
Yeah. And you had that picture of Jack Hughes with the flag on his shoulders, with that big old smile with the missing tooth. Right. And the thing is,
he was, he was there doing that interview. He sounded like Sylvester, I expected him to go, succotash,
That's the thing, man. It was good to see. It really was. Again, Austin Matthews had his debut right at the end of his career here. Jack Eichel really got what he deserved. That's kind of a good redemption story for him, right? Coming back and getting cut, finding a home on Vegas, and then essentially making the point that I can still play. Ended up on the Olympic team. But Hellebuck with
got a
that
Stanley Cup ring too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him and Martinez, right? Martinez got that ring as well. Come on now.
Yes, the third line defenseman got the ring too. I get it. Yes.
Yeah, but Hellebuck with that. Y'all see that goal, right? Or that save where he just reached back and said, "Not today," and just grabbed it with his stick.
This game was so dramatic. It was so much. It was fast speed. It had me at the edge of my seat. So much so that the other day I was watching. I believe it was the Lightning and the Sabres, and it felt like the game was going in slow motion. I was like, the NHL. It felt boring, and it was a pretty good game, but it felt like there was no drama. This game had everything going on, and I really thought that the Canadians were going to win when they had that 5-on-3 for like 3 minutes. I was like, oh, the game is over here. If Canadians don't score, if Canada doesn't score, we win the game. I thought we were going to win the game. But then they had that power play towards the end, and I was like, oh, with like 2 minutes left. Yeah. But then we got them back. We had a 4-on-4 with 1 minute because we cut it in half, and then that's when it went into overtime. And the overtime went in a flash. What did it last? A minute and a half?
Yeah, it was really short.
Yeah, it was, man. They once they got to the neutral zone and kind of got the puck on the stick. It was a mistake because it was McDavid. They were trying to catch. They were trying to catch the Americans on a 2-on-1. Yeah, and he slipped. And when he went to try to retrieve the puck, he found himself on a 2-on-1 against the Americans, and that's when Hughes got the pass, and he scored that winning puck. It was just beautiful. It was amazing.
And McDavid now has the distinction of being the only player in history to have won the been named outstanding player.
Yes,
on the losing team, and now outstanding player of the Olympics on the losing team.
Oof.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, that hurts.
But I love watching. McDavid's a sick talent.
You're saying
as well he plays hockey, but
listen,
would you say McDavid? We can call McDavid the winning loser.
Yeah.
But did you see what I'm talking about with McDavid? Is how many times did he skate that puck essentially just into the net? Right.
Yeah,
he didn't dump it. He was moving so fast that he just ran into the net.
Yes, he overskated it.
Yeah, but that's what he does. That's what
he took a shot when he should have just dumped it in, just tap it in. Yeah. And he took a shot, and I remember that one. That's before that really crazy save that Hollenbeck had when he blocked it with his puck. That was a miracle save. But that was a miracle game. He had 41 saves and 42 attempts.
Yeah. Not
That's-
bad for a guy that started his career in Texas, right? For a minor league team in Texas that nobody knows about. I was watching a documentary. Man, the dude that essentially signed him was like, I looked him up, didn't know anything about him. Nobody else knew anything. He's like, I don't have to, to essentially, I just got to pick him up. I'm going to bid on him or anything because nobody knew about him.
Oh, I became a fan. I'm a fan. I'm making some shirt that says the Hollybuck stops here.
Yeah, he's second or third next to Quick and Hank right there. I tell you what, come on now.
Well, he's honestly, this was a great moment, but let's be real. He's got to get it done. Regular season, NHL, playoff time. He's still got that mountain to climb to get that on his resume, because
he does
in big moments.
He does, but you know what? I think that he's attracted at least even the casual fans to come and check him out during the playoffs.
Yeah,
because he's earned that with his gameplay in the Olympics. So even a casual fan will come out and watch games just to see how he does. Is he really that good?
I think I think that game in general is just going to be an uptick in fans for the NHL. And I think that was kind of a game that changed the way people see hockey, right? Just how great that was. Both teams were attacking the net really well, and again, to come down to the wire like that, which it should have been over regular, and essentially regular game time. Again, if McKinnon made that shot, and then they managed to make something out of that power play. But I think that it really will boost how people watching hockey. And again, the ladies did the same thing. I actually sat down and watched women's hockey for the first time ever. Right.
Women's hockey is actually fun to watch. It's
a lot better.
It's a slower game, but it is a good game.
Yeah. I think they picked up their skill a lot, right? They kind of heard the call that if they want to make more money and be known, more, is that the skill and the pace of game has to exponentially increase, and they did that. Hillary Knight and again Megan Keller's goal. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
right? Phenomenal.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was a highlight reel. Honestly, looked like Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Goal. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Killed it.
Unlike the WNBA, where they just say, okay, our product is horrible, we're boring, we're slow, and nobody's watching, but somehow you owe us more money.
Yeah, but did you see that college game where that ref got knocked out on the court? Anybody see that?
No.
The two female players started like fighting with each other, and the ref jumped in there, and all of a sudden you see the ref just go like on the ground.
Oh gosh,
it was wild.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I didn't see that.
I did not see that.
Yeah, y'all.
Wait a minute, the ref got knocked out by a chick?
Yeah.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna have to leave the country.
Anyway, and then last thought, Charles, mainly for you being a Kings fan as well, just like me, is that Jim Hiller fired after two really awful games, right? 6-1, 8-1. That last Oilers game, the Kings looked like they were playing street ball, and the Oilers looked like a real team out there, and it was just left and right, just goal, and the Kings were disorganized, couldn't move the puck, they couldn't attack the neutral zone at all. They really couldn't clear the neutral zone. Instead, it was hardly a game for the Oilers. It was a warm up.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of reminded what Jim McKay said way back when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were in their first seasons, and they were the first winless team. And he says, "Well, we didn't block particularly well today, but we made up for it by not tackling." Like that. That's when I watch the Kings. That's the kind of thing that I see with them.
Oh,
so they're in a transition. And I don't know if the roster is constructed properly. Now they lost Fiala because of his injury in the playoffs. I'm sorry, in the Olympics. They're outside the playoff picture right now. They're probably not going to make it. So we'll see.
I think that they need a bruiser. They need a bruiser. They can't just rely on, Quentin Byfield and Kempe, right? Kempe is the fast skater, but he's easy to get off the puck. And once you take away Quentin Byfield, he's all over the place. He's kind of like the faster Peros, You know.
Yeah, he's very awkward to watch.
Yeah, and then
I'll
you
tell
have
you this though.
then you
I
have
was
the
the Oilers.
what?
I was the Oilers. I would do whatever I could to get Hellebuck away from the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, I would
You
too.
put Hellebuck in Edmonton, boom. Start
Yeah,
getting
that'd
mentioned for
that'd
some
be
new
really cool,
banners.
especially that with Draisaitl and
Right.
and Hyman and McDavid. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, final thoughts. Anybody got final thoughts here on how we should fire LaFleur and have the Packers do better next year? What are we thinking?
Well, once you finalize hiring what's that old Bears, the defensive coordinator for I can't even remember his name, Mr. I hold all my timeouts.
Oh,
Eberflus?
Eberflus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Eberflus, that guy
once
sucks.
you hire Eberflus as your defensive coordinator, you might end up firing LaFleur. That should be a game plan right there.
Yeah. Anyway, last question, Jack, with Joe Flacco coming back to the Bengals. Any hope of Pat McInally return?
Oh, I don't know. That would be amazing. I would love for him to make one more chance, but I think he's happy in retirement. I don't know if suiting up one more time would be a good idea. Got that new hit.
I watched that minus 59 game.
Oh, really?
Playoff game. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine. But hey, major props to him and the Bengals
Thanks.
for that game.
He brags about breaking a couple toes while he's punting.
Yeah,
It was a rock.
I've heard all kinds of things about the guys who participated. Like I heard that actually Dan Fouts, who was the quarterback of the Chargers, I heard he got some permanent nerve damage in a few of his fingers because he didn't wear gloves that day. But there were a lot of different things that affected a lot of guys long term.
Oh yeah, multiple people died in the stadium.
Yeah.
Like it would be a huge story nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was multiple people that died from frostbite and hypothermia.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah.
Minus 59.
Yeah,
I think I felt like minus 8 or 10 when I was in Germany, standing guard duty overnight.
Yeah. My dad's got to come on sometime and tell you some stories because he's got some good ones.
Yeah, I still want to ask her about that hit that he took to the head.
Oh, Tom Garden?
Yeah, and then got back up and finished the game after that.
Yeah, he was out cold for 26 minutes. And my favorite part about that clip is he scores a touchdown to send it to overtime, and he's running back to the sideline after, and he's celebrating with his boys, and he can't run in a straight line. He's just wobbling like he's got a massive concussion, and he couldn't do it. So,
well, we didn't have concussions back then, though.
No, yeah, that's a new game, right?
Yeah. I remember one of the NHL players. They were talking to them about concussions and why they didn't have concussions way back when, and he said, "Well, we did, but we thought they were hangovers."
Yeah, that's the Jack. That's the old Bruce Irons special right there.
Yes, it
you got a
is.
concussion, get back in there.
Yeah, you got your bell rung. You're good.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on, Jack. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys. Anytime.
We'd love to have you back whenever you want to come back on the show.
NBA Finals, and you guys need to talk some more LeBron, MJ. I'll get some more stats.
Giannis had the best. When you talk about dominating performances in the finals, I never saw anyone just intimidate a team like he did to the Suns.
I agree. It was amazing.
Those guys were afraid to go into the paint because they knew he was coming from somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, couldn't agree more. That was an amazing finals too. So thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Anytime.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, real quick, we'll wrap it up here. If you want to see this show, please go on YouTube, Rumble. I post some shorts on X and Substack. We will be there. Please like, comment, share, guys. The comments from the past couple of weeks have been absolutely savage. I have loved it. I know one person called out Eazy-E for his Patriots and Justin Jefferson comment. Fantastic. Loved it. Anyway, go ahead, share us around. Please subscribe. We will be back next week with more sports and more shenanigans. Here we go. See you later.